Hi everyone. Okay, now that you can hear me, I did a little test. Um, I'm just here at Starbucks. I think I needed to have just a conversation with you guys. Today's a good day. I'm feeling good. I try to call people and talk to them, but everyone's busy, quote unquote. So now it's just me and my camera and you guys. So I just decided to make a small little video. This one would be about just talking about just the energies in the air and just Um, honestly, I might rant on about other stuff. So when I just start talking, I'm not even gonna make titles anymore or say what they're about because I feel like I'm gonna go into many different topics if that does happen. If the video's not like less than a minute or so, but I doubt it for this video. So the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. You know how long I've been waiting for the sun to shine because it's always cold. I live in Canada. Many of you know this in Toronto. It's always freaking cold. The weather is very unpredictable, very bipolar. Rain. You could have like 4 or 5 different weathers in one day. So you need to dress for the weather accordingly. And I take the bus, so I gotta have like a freaking umbrella, boots or shoes or sandals, freaking jacket, sweater, just in case, extra bag to like change from, just in case the weather switches up. Like it's a whole it's a whole thing, and that's why I'm like, yeah, I definitely need a car. Today's Sunday. I don't know if any of the car places are open. I would go check out cars right now, but I don't think they're open. Um, yeah, so I don't even know what this video is gonna be about exactly. Like, what is the substance of the video? I just feeling myself in my hair. Do you guys like my purple hair? You know what I realized? People talk in front of the camera or do their little lives and they have nothing substantial to say. Like I follow some girls who are really pretty and they just look cute in front of the camera and like, yeah, I just got this new hair. I just, did my eyebrows and like the makeup tutorials is what they're really good at. And then like looking cute or like choosing different outfits and showing the outfit that they chose and how they put it together, and I'm just like, that's all they could talk about. Like it's obviously it makes them money, and they have enough followers, so that means clearly like people are interested in what they have to say and what they're showcasing. Some people are like, stop being a hater just because you're not profiting and making money and people are not following you. I get it. But sometimes I just sometimes want them to talk about like things that are very relatable. I guess I have to find the right I guess YouTuber or somebody to who I can relate to instead of just following cute people all the time. It's best to find someone you can relate to best. Yeah. So that's my little like rant on people that I follow, and I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, this has nothing to do with my life. I feel like not enough people talk about higher dimensions. Today I woke up in a very good mood. I had a little whisper in my ear from higher beings that were like, today's gonna be a beautiful day. The sun is shining. You need to go for a walk. You need to sit at Starbucks. You need to have an iced coffee. You need to enjoy the fresh air, listen to the birds, and just be in a good space, time, and energy. Because I definitely feel like manifesting what you want is all about space and energy and just feeling it. Like I've outgrown so many situations that I'm just like, I'm at a place where I'm just, how do I say it? I'm at peace. Not completely, because I have a job that I do that I don't like, but I am getting out of it. Once I get out of it, I feel like I'm going to be at a really good place. Definitely, 100%. And it's just always working on you and working to become the greatest version of you. Because I feel like many people do jobs that they don't like, being in relationships that they hate, being around people that they don't resonate with, that don't vibrate on the same frequency as them. But you're still around these people. Like I cut off a lot of people. The universe helped me cut off a lot of people. In the beginning, I'm like, oh my gosh, why is so and so not talking to me? Did I do something wrong? And it's like, no, this had to happen for a good reason. Because if you won't do it, the universe will do it for you. If you ain't gonna cut them off, they'll make sure that you can't speak to them. Like some type of situation, circumstance, or something will happen where you can't speak to them. Oh, I broke my phone. I can't get a new phone. I lost my job. Like some type of crazy situation. You're like, what the fuck? Like, how come I can't get in contact with you? Trust me, my life is like that. Like when I say that stuff is real, that stuff is real. Like where like situations will happen, you're like, why is this happening? It's because the universe or quote unquote universe slash God is trying to tell you like you need to do this, you need to do X, Y, and Z, and if you don't do it, we're gonna do it for you, you know. And I'm very in tune. Not enough people are very in tune with themselves, so they like. I'm not looking directly at the camera. I should, but like I feel like the sun is too much right now. So if I'm looking somewhere else and not directly at the camera, it's because yeah, the sun. But you can hear me. That's all that matters. So yeah. But yeah, I feel like not enough people are doing what they truly love. And I'm just out of space and time. I was watching a previous video from a girl named Fleur Burn. I follow her. She's really inspirational. And she just talks about like, she talks about the ETs and different dimensions. And you got to be about this life. Because she always says, I'm about this life, eh? You have to be part of the family, the spiritual family, to understand what she's talking about. When you're not about that life, you're like, what the hell is this? This has nothing to do with my life. I could care less. When you're vibrating on that frequency, trust me, it has everything to do with you. That's why people follow what resonates with them. I will definitely say that. You're going to follow a family channel if you have a family. You're going to follow a makeup channel if you're into makeup. You're going to follow a depression channel if you're dealing with depression. You're going to follow an ET channel if you've been contacted by ETs. You know, so you follow what resonates with you. And what resonates with me at this time and space is just good vibrations. Just, I don't know. It's just, I feel like I'm watching Flora Burn's video. She's saying that the earth is going through a cleanse. And I definitely feel it. I feel like she's like many people are becoming highly enlightened and just vibrating on a higher frequency. And the ones who are not, you gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. And honestly, I feel like many people will come into my lives and they just gotta go. Like I have so many thoughts running through my head. Like I haven't completed many sentences. Actually, I've completed sentences, but I haven't completed certain thoughts. Like I'll say it and okay, whatever. Anyways, so recently I went over to my family's house. I'm separate from where they stay. And basically, yeah, I went over to go watch fireworks. It was Canada Day. I live in Canada. Celebrating, you know, like how they have 4th of July in America. And basically I was around my family and I wore these like little small platform shoes. And my friend told me not to overthink it, but I'm very in tune that I definitely overthought it. And yeah, I was around them and I was walking and I decided to leave them for a bit because they decided to get ice cream. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go take a walk around the area until the fireworks start. And I was walking and I kid you not, these small little, the platform shoes, they're not even like high intense platforms. They're like this much platform. Like it's tiny. It's nothing like over the top where you're like, oh my God, are you wearing heels? Like no. So anyways, yeah, so these small little platform shoes. Long story short, I was walking and then I broke my shoe. I don't know how it happened, but the shoe broke. One of the shoe, not both of them. The shoe broke, so I couldn't wear both of them. So I had to take it off, and I was walking barefoot. And I'm like, damn, why did this happen to me, you know? I'm just about to go watch fireworks. There's like, 20 more minutes to go till the fireworks start, right? And I'm like 5 minutes away from my mom's house where we were going to watch the fireworks. So driving distance, it's like nothing. But like walking, it'll take some time, you know? Because everything's so far apart. And taking the bus, that's not even an option because the bus comes every like 30, 40 minutes, right? And I really wanted to see the fireworks, right? So I called Uber to go get new shoes because I couldn't walk barefoot. But long story short, I asked my sister for her keys and she wouldn't allow me to have her keys. And I'm like, oh wow, like why couldn't I get the keys just so I could go home and change my shoes and come back and watch the fireworks? And I wasn't able to watch the fireworks. And I was like, oh shit, like, why did this happen to me, you know? Anyways, long story short, I don't want to even get into the details, but I'm like, I feel like that, me breaking my shoe at the very, almost like 10 minutes towards the fireworks, we were there for like almost an hour and my shoe didn't fucking break, right? But I kid you not, 10-20 minutes before the fireworks, my shoe breaks. And I'm like, honestly, that happened for a reason. It was the universe trying to tell me, like, you can't be around these people. Like, they're very bad vibration. You need to go your separate way. And that happened for exact reason. At first, I didn't understand it. I'm like, yo, why is this happening to me? Oh, I can go into detail about the Uber driver being mean to me, didn't want to wait for me. Like it was chaos. It was chaos. I'm like, yo, why is all these bad stuff happening to me? All I want to do is watch fireworks. Like, what the hell? And I realized the only thing that's different is the people around me. And the people around me, like, they laughed. They were like, which was my own family. They were laughing like, oh, like her shoe broke, you know? And it wasn't really funny. And they didn't really want to help me in terms of, I live 5 minutes away, driving me there to get new slippers or whatever to come back to watch the fireworks. I wasn't able to do that, so long I couldn't watch the fireworks. Anyways, it's not a big deal. Like, oh, fireworks, like who freaking cares? I get it. Like, it's not a big deal. It's more so the whole me breaking my shoe 10-20 minutes before. Like, people who are very in tuned will understand what I'm talking about. When you're not in tuned, you're like, who cares? You broke your shoe and what? You couldn't watch fireworks and what? Like, people have bigger issues to deal with. I get it. People do have bigger issues to deal with, but for me specifically, like, if you know the history behind it and then my family and all of that, you'll know, like, that was a subliminal, like, message. Because I'm so in tuned, I definitely knew that was a subliminal message just for me, and only I could hear it and only I could understand it. Yeah, it's just a shoe that broke to everybody else, but for me it was a message. And that's why it's like, for people who are so in tuned and like very spiritual, certain messages will come just for you. Other people will look at it like it's like anything else, and for you, you're like, this is something higher, this is something spiritual. And many people are not so in tuned, and that's why they can't manifest what they want, and they can't get to the level that they want to be at, where's true happiness. And many people are depressed because it's like, first things first, you don't listen to your soul. You're like everywhere, right? There's so many distractions in this world. You're listening to friends that you're not supposed to be around. You're doing things you don't want to do, what your soul doesn't want to do, your purpose in life. You're doing X, Y, and Z. And it's like, that is not your purpose in life. That's what the system told you to do. That's what your family and friends told you to do. But does that truly make you happy, you know? And you have to get to a certain level where you're truly comfortable with yourself. You truly trust yourself enough where you're like, I'm going to go the path that's less taken, the path that's not common, you know? Like, let's say, for example, everyone goes to school and you didn't go to school. People look at you like, oh my God, you didn't go to school. What are you going to do with your life, you know? But you trust yourself enough, you're like, you know what? I'm going to be all right. You know what I mean? And if you took the path of school, that's perfect. That's fine, because that was your purpose maybe, you know? But if you feel like, I went to school and I'm still not happy, I didn't get a job, you're all depressed, maybe that wasn't your purpose, you know? Because when you walk in your purpose, I realized it's of least resistance. Like, you don't have any problem. It comes so naturally. You're like, dang, I didn't got to think about it twice, you know? Like, for example, people who have gifts, or what I call like talents. That's the word, talent. Oh, I can draw so naturally. I don't have to think twice about it. Where I gotta take a whole class just to draw, right? And I'm like, why do I have to work so hard just to draw? This person just does it naturally. And I'm like, oh, how do you do it? I don't know. I just do it. I don't have to think twice about it, because that is your purpose in life. That is what is your gift, special to you, you know? And yeah, people can say, oh, many people can draw. What makes you so special? Everybody is unique in their own individual way. I hate when people say, oh, there's 1,000,001 people who can do the same thing you can do. So what? You bring a unique taste to it, and you find out what unique taste that you bring to it, and you profit off of it. But yeah, so knowing, like I said, walking in a path of least resistance is your purpose. When you do something and it's like, it comes so naturally, whether it's like, I don't know, playing an instrument, playing the guitar, or playing the piano, or I don't know, writing books, writing poems, or I don't know, creating a business, and you're doing so well, and you just started, and you're like, oh my God, how do you do so well? Or this is your purpose in life. I don't know, whatever it is playing. I don't know what it could be. It could be something so weird that like people don't do, like, I don't know, creating Legos. And I don't know, I watched this like video where this man created like a, like, I don't know, big like Lego statue, and people are like, really, like that's what you're doing? But he did really well in that, and he got like so many likes and stuff. He was on some type of channel, like, I don't know, I don't want to get into all the details of it, but like people who do like different weird things that you're like, what the hell, you know, how did you profit off of it? Anyways, when it's your purpose in life, trust me, it's of least resistance. Like, it comes so naturally to you and effortlessly. Don't let the system corrupt you and tell you that, oh, you have to work hard. Hard work pays off. Working hard, working hard. No, you don't need to work hard. You just need to walk in your path and your purpose. You need to trust yourself enough. You need to listen to your higher self. You need to listen to you. Don't go and have other people tell you what you need to do. Don't have the pastor tell you, oh, what you need to do. Trust you. I don't know what your purpose in life is. I don't know all the different situations and circumstance you've experienced, because your experience is unique to you. So someone else giving you advice, they don't know all the details, you know. Only you know all the details, so only you can answer the question for yourself. So don't let other people tell you otherwise, okay? Trust yourself, walk in your path, walk in your purpose. It's very hard to get to that stage because many people are in a depressed stage. But like I said, like Floorborn said, we're going through a cleanse. We're leaving the patriarchal system. We're leaving the matrix. We're going through a higher ascension. The world is going through ascension. The people who are not woke don't realize it. They're like, okay, another day, another dollar. I'm going to work. I'm making money. I'm taking care of my children. There's nothing new. Yeah, because you're not on that vibration, so you don't realize it. People who are on that vibration will realize that what's really going on. So they're like, oh yeah, the world is going through a change. Like, let's say if you were to go through a time travel, you'll realize that energy, space, and like things around you is a different time. Like, let's say you traveled to the 70s. You'll realize the cars around you, the way people dress, the way people talk is a whole different energy than like the 90s or like the 20s, because it was a vibration, a whole, like, how do I say it? It went through like a change, basically. The earth went through a change, but it went through it so like naturally that people who were going through it didn't realize it. But if you were to go back in time, you're like, oh shit, like we've come so far. You know what I mean? And like when you're in that space, you're like, oh, so many things have changed. But when it's happening gradually, you don't see it. It's only when it's like 20, 30, 40 years later, you're like, oh, I see the change now, you know? So yeah, we're definitely going through a change. The earth is growing, or not really growing, just going through cycles. And people who resonate with it will vibrate on that frequency and will grow. People who don't will just be like, I don't know what's going on. I just feel like, I don't feel like I know. You need to grow as an individual, and growing meaning you need to work on you, be the greatest version of you. School cannot teach you that. Only life can. Life is your greatest teacher. They don't teach in the school systems how important travel is, because going to different countries, seeing different systems, seeing different political systems, and different depressions that people are under, different foods that people eat, the way they dress, the cars they drive, like just the environment alone, the energy alone brings a type of how do I say it, knowledge and energy towards you, right? Just being in a different country, traveling to a whole different country, and they eat different food, they speak different language, they do this, and you're like, wow, like I'm in a different time zone. I'm in a whole different timeline. That's the word. I'm in a different timeline. I don't even realize it, and all you did was go to a different country. Like, life is your greatest teacher, I'm telling you. And working on you, and it will definitely, like I said, it will definitely reflect on you, how you respond to other people and situations, right? So how you, like if you come across somebody who just got shot, how do you respond to it? How do you respond to going to a place where like women are suppressed, you know, or just being around something that you weren't around, you know what I mean? So how you respond to it says a lot about you as an individual and how you're gonna grow, you know? So yeah, like I said, life is your greatest teacher, and you gotta learn from you and trust you. Wow, I talk a lot, eh? talking for 20 minutes. If you're really like sit in front of the camera, you could talk. Now I understand why some people like make live videos and they talk for a whole hour, 2 hours. I'm like, how are you sitting there talking for a whole hour, 2 hours? Because you have so much information and knowledge going through your head, and you just got to get it out some way, somehow. Somebody's going to see it, whether it gets lots of views or not. Who cares? Somebody's going to see it. You just need to get it out. So, yeah, now I understand when people talk for like an hour or two, and I'm like, so you just sit in front of the camera and talk all day? Yeah, people do that. Wouldn't it suck if I was talking this whole time and my headphones didn't work? So I was talking for no reason and you guys couldn't even hear me. So sad. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Yeah, I think you guys can hear me. Yeah, so like I was saying, just go through the change and trust yourself. Trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself. Listen to your instincts. Don't listen to anybody else. Know that it's just for you. Whatever is in the path that you need to walk on is just for you. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing, okay? You don't need to follow the trend. Oh, if everybody's doing their eyebrows, you need to do your eyebrows. If you don't want to do your eyebrows, that's fine. You don't need to do your eyebrows. It's not the end of the world. You know, if everyone has a new phone and you don't have a new phone, you're going to be okay, you know? You don't need to follow the trend all the time. You just need to walk in your path. And you need to spend time with yourself, meditate, spend time with yourself so you can listen to yourself. It's hard to listen to yourself when you have so many people talking in your ear. You're out with your friends, you're doing this. Meditation is not sitting and doing yoga and going kumbaya. It's literally sitting with yourself, nobody around, and just listening to yourself, just being at peace and silencing the mind and just letting the heart speak, which is your soul. Not enough people can do that naturally. And you don't need to do drugs to do that. You know, you don't need to smoke to do that. And when you smoke and you drink and you do drugs, that suppresses the soul from speaking to you. That suppresses your higher self from speaking to you. That is your godlike state, you know? So you need to, that's why they suppress you with all this like, oh, you need to eat this, you need to do this. You don't need to do all those stuff. All you need to do is sit with yourself, and all the answers are within. Everything you need is within. And they know that. The system knows that. The matrix knows that. And that's why they have you eating processed food, drinking, and doing all these drugs, and I don't know, having all these like distractions. Oh, let's go out, let's do this, let's go to this club, let's do that. Like, yes, you can have fun, you can go to club, you can, you know, like drink and whatever. Just balance everything. Have your fair share of everything. Balance it out. Don't overdo something. Don't have one extreme of something. You need to balance it out. So if you go out with lots of friends, balance it out and meditate, you know, do the other half and meditate. If you know, spend time with, as much time you spend out with friends, spend that amount of time with yourself, okay? So as much time you take doing something, do the exact opposite. You need to spend time with yourself. It's very important. I cannot stress that enough. People think it's a joke or, oh, it's not that serious. Like, ooh, that's why people, like, mental health is a big issue because they don't spend enough time with themselves to hear their godlike state speak to them. Some people can't suppress their mind to really hear their soul speak. I'm going to say that again. Some people can't suppress the mind to hear the soul speak. The mind is the ego. You need to hear the soul speak. The soul is godlike state. It's the higher consciousness. It's the universe. It's God speaking to you. You're so distracted by your system, by the matrix, by this, whatever area you live in. Oh, you gotta do this. Oh, you gotta have this. All these like dumb ass rules that they make that has nothing to do with the soul. You know what I mean? So it's like you need to distinguish the difference, and you need to meditate to do that. You need to meditate to do that. You need to sit with yourself to do that. I'm sorry, I'm not looking exactly at the camera. Like I said, I'll be going on ranting, and I'm like, the camera's like sliding, and my face is like this way. You're like, is she leaving the camera? But you get my point. Sitting with yourself and trusting yourself 100%. Trust yourself. Trust yourself so much. Not enough people do. They say they do. They say they do, but they don't. Like people say, if God told you to, like I haven't been at church in so long. I kind of left the church. I kind of outgrew the church. But like when I did go to church, they asked me, if God told you to leave everything right now and just follow God, which is your soul, like your purpose in life, right? where your soul wants to go? Would you drop everything? And many people wouldn't. So would you leave your job right now? Would you, leave school right now? Drop everything you have. Like, oh, you have a car? Leave the car and go help people. Go and like serve people, like help the poor, do this, be of service to the world. Many people wouldn't. People would be like, why would I leave my job? Why would I leave school? Like, I need to work. I mean, I need to create a career for myself. I need to stay in school. Why would I do this? Like, that's dumb. Like, are you dumb? Yeah, many people wouldn't do it. So, and I'm like, oh, that's facts. Like, that's facts. Many people wouldn't. So that's what I mean by trusting yourself. Trusting yourself where it's like, you know what? I can leave the system that's been created and go on a whole different path, and I'm gonna be 100% okay because I'm not following the social norm. I'm not doing what the system told me to do. I'm just doing me. And being 100% you is power. Walking in your power, walking in your purpose, being you, so you, 100% you, to the point where it's like, damn, she exudes energy. Like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. Just being 100% you to the point where it's like, wow, like, she's a being, she's a powerful being, all because she's just 100% herself. He or she trusts him or herself 100%, you know? And trust me, that's a level many people have not gotten to. I don't care how much money you have. People be worshiping all these like idols and people, celebrities and people who have all this money, but trust me, they haven't even reached that level. That's a next level. Even me, I haven't even reached that level. Like, I'm not 100%. I don't 100% trust myself. Like, my soul, my gut feeling will tell me, oh, don't do that. Don't go here. Oh, you need to do this. I'll be like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go this way because everyone's doing this. And I pay the price in the long run. And you always pay the price in the long run, whether you're unhappy, whether you're like, damn, I'm missing something in my life, whether it's like, you know what I'm talking about? That feeling where you're like, you feel like you're missing something in life because you don't walk in your soul purpose. When you're truly walking in your purpose, it's like you're fulfilled. You don't have all the money in the world. You don't have all the fancy things in the world, but your soul is filled. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you remember when people say, oh, they go to Africa and they see these little children, they don't have enough money or food or water, but they're so happy. Why are they so content? Why are they so happy? Because their soul is fulfilled. Maybe they haven't walked in their purpose, but they have the basic, like, they're so cosmetically, how do I say it, connected to source, to energy, to the universe, where it's like, I'm happy with the little that I have. I'm not doing all the extra shit. I'm not listening to all that extra stuff because I don't have it, you know? Haven't you noticed? The more materialistic things you have, the more depressed you are, you know? So you gotta just listen to yourself. Listen to yourself and trust yourself 100%. Walk in your purpose. I'm slowly learning that. I'm getting there. I'm gonna start making more videos. I'm slowly getting there. And I'm getting more comfortable talking. Because I'm not as comfortable talking, but I'm getting there. A little sticker. Okay, honestly, I think I'm done for now. Like, I've been talking for too much. This is like the longest I've ever talked. I don't talk for this long. But yeah, everybody, have a good day. The sun is shining. It's beautiful. It's at Starbucks. And yeah, I enjoyed talking to you guys. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Walk in your purpose. Be 100% you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Meditate. Speak to yourself. Be in a space where you're by yourself, where all you can listen to is you, you know? Trust yourself. And many of us have the answers, you know? Like I said, it's instilled in us. It's in our DNA. It's in our genes. We have what is it called? Cellular memory. So if you tap into that memory, you will know everything. All the information is within. Your Akashic records, all of that. All right. Okay, then, everybody, I'm out. Love yourself. Trust yourself.